Alright everyone, welcome back to the Theta Communications YouTube channel. Today we're going to be diving in to Theta EuroCon 2025 as well as price action mixed in with utility. Before we dive in, let us thank our Theta stakers over on ThetaCommunications.com as well as our Tfuel stakers. We greatly appreciate all the support, as well as we have some excess capacity still available. So if you are looking for a home for your Tfuel, please consider us as a place for your Edge node and Guardian node needs. All right. Let's dive in. Let's head on over to Twitter here, or X, and let's go through. And Theta EuroCon has announced that September 12th and the 13th, they'll host in Berlin, Germany, the Theta conference, and we're very excited about this. I'm looking forward to buying my ticket and heading out to the Eurozone. Very, very excited about this. Great group of guys that are putting this together. Simon has been an amazing person in his conquest of Open Theta and keeping things moving forward on the front of decentralization. All right, let's head on over. Let's talk about some Theta price stuff. So Theta has suffered greatly with the rest of the market, but is holding up pretty well considering the amount Bitcoin has dropped. We've seen $80,000 and some $70,000 price action. We're going to see if we end up sinking even lower from there. We'll see if we can catch a bid here on this major options expiry for some options within the crypto space. And we're also going to talk about just fundamentals of the business model, right? Where we are with everything and the need for compute. So the big question is, with our compute at the edge, the demand for GPUs has never been higher. So the question is plugging in and making these things cash flow positive for the end user. Right now with the Elite Booster program, we're running like a tandem program where the users are locking up excess amounts of Tfuel, and by default you're getting a lease basically on the GPU capacity and the earnings. Now, what we really need to see is the returns and revenues going back to these providers and these holders, and that turning into tangible revenue. As it currently stands with the majority of all these models getting rewarded in Tfuel or Aether, in some cases other tokens as well too, we need to see actual recurring revenue. Now, this can come in the form of a buyback and distribute method, right? We've seen that with Tokamak, where an organization, instead of doing a USDC or USDT distribution, the main organization or the central unit for the time being will purchase the Tfuel off the open market and then distribute it to the users, therefore creating a buy pressure at one point, and it's not just fully inflationary yield. This is super important because there needs to be the tandeming of buy pressure that is exceeding the inflationary base yield of Tfuel. So we're looking forward to seeing that, and the need for compute is not slowing down. So it's a question of the devices and the profitability of standing these up and watching how this space gets commoditized, right? Because ultimately storage got very cheap. Many other compute resources got very cheap over time. But right now we're in a very different situation with GPU. So it's a main question of, can we stand up enough GPU capacity, and can there be enough yield for the end user who's operating with this Airbnb style compute providing system that auto routes each of you and your compute capacity to the jobs as required. So really exciting, looking forward to the future of this. GPU definitely not going away, as compute is going to feed upon itself, as we've said in previous videos. But the main question being is where we stand as token holders within those economic value structures. And hopefully Theta can put together better value propositions for Tfuel, as Tfuel is necessary being at a higher dollar value, right? So there needs to be more sinks on it. And if we can create those, then we can create a better flywheel. I hope you have found this video useful. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And as always, I'll see you on Tfuel Island. Take care. Bye-bye.